o'clock today?
Yeah, it was almost 6
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Hey everybody. Sorry, I am like kind of running a minute late because my iPad died. Last Friday we had like this big power outage and then my iPad just went like so. I'm having to reconfigure a new iPad. I'm just making sure everything works. So, give me a half second. How are y'all doing tonight? I saw it. Wait, let me go back up. Looks like it's going fine. There it is. Okay, now let's check over here. Yes. All right, it's working. Look who I have today. Hi, Mama. Mama is here. Finally. She said, well, maybe I'll come with you. And then she was like, well, I don't know. And I was like, no, get your butt up. You're going.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did, right?
You did.
Yes. So, I think it was important. She needed to come. She's in the house too much. She needs to come to work with me some, right? She's a little down, but she feels, I mean, you know, she feels good and bad. They want to know how you feel, Mom. No comment from me. She's like, no comment. Okay, look what we're going to do. We're going to put our bow on this. I know it's a little dark. Let me see if I can move my light forward a little bit. And you know what the craziest thing is? I was at the storage unit today, and I forgot to bring my plug back for my light. So, that was my fault.
I don't think it's dark.
You don't? Oh, that's much better. Okay, now I can see. All right. Maybe it's not as dark as I thought it was. All right, so I'm going to zoom y'all down here. I thought that since we are going to do a dog bow, that we would put it on this cute, stinking little thing we just got. They're saying, hi, Mama. And I also thought we would put a little greenery with it, right? Because as much as I love bows, and I do, I just thought it'd be fun to add a little extra to our bow today. What do y'all think? This is in our shop. We just got it in. Isn't it so cute? I can't stand it. It could be because I super love my dog. All right. So we have a little paw print, and we have little red polka dots. And we have a red and a black with our little dog paw thing. So cute. It's not a paw. It's a bone. All right, let me zoom in, because apparently my brain is not quite wired on today. I'm a little bit crazy because I've been running here, running there, going here, so going to the studio, and then I come here, and then I go to the studio, and then I come here. And some days I don't even know where I am. All right. Although today, I was here all day because I was coming up with new kits. See, they're so glad to see you, Mama.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Let's see, what did we decide, Mom? Are we doing side, bottom? We could do it on the bottom, or on the side, or on this side. So that's going to determine how long our tail's going to be. So do y'all want to do it?
Decide right now?
Well, we kind of have to decide, so, well, I guess not. Let's just not do terribly long tails. Or maybe we'll do longer tails and then we'll just trim them if we need to.
There you go.
All right, so we're going to do 10-inch. Okay. So 6-inch. We'll do a little 6-inch. Y'all, I'm so excited. We're going to have our little meet and greet. It'll be our first official event at the studio. I'm so excited. It's going to be April 2nd on a Saturday. Will you come?
Absolutely.
Mom says she'll come.
I absolutely can.
I may even bring my puppy. Wouldn't that be fun?
I don't know about the bigger puppy.
Why? She's there now. Yeah, that's true. With all the people in and out, we may not. Maybe we can get my hubs to bring her up briefly and then take her back home.
Yeah.
You sold 3 wreaths last weekend. That's awesome. That's a nice weekend.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to spread them out. So somebody asked me this the other day. So let's talk about why I do this. All right, so when I put my ribbon on, right, I'm going to measure it out to the mark that I want. So 6 inch. That's what we're doing. We did 3 loops at 6 inch. You could leave them like this. However, when you get ready to fluff your bow, you're going to really have to pull them out. So you want to just go ahead and pull them out. This is going to save you time. It also makes it easier just to get it fluffed out when you're done. It's like it saves you a step. Yeah. All right, and what the other thing we're doing is we're taking our ribbon, and this is wired ribbon, and we're folding it in half, and then we cut towards the wired edge, and this gives us a little dovetail, and this dovetail just gives it a nice finished look, which is what we like. Look how cute that is against that red. I love it. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I don't know who's more excited, me or Tori. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. If y'all don't know, Tori is my manager. She will be over there full time. So that will be her location. She's still over the warehouse, but just kind of, you know, here and there. Brianna is now over the warehouse. And she deserves it. You see, oh, you need to improve your post. Well, let me tell you, we do this every Tuesday. Every Tuesday. So I want to continue kind of contrasting the colors, right? You see how nice that looks with the contrast?
Oh, yeah.
We have to show Mom. So we're going to go back to the red. Oh, 2 to your mailman? That's awesome. She sold 2 wreaths to her mailman.
Cool.
Wasn't that awesome? Hey, your door is a great place to display your wreaths, right? All right, so we're just going to do one loop at 6 inches. So on that last one, you don't have to twist it because you're coming out. So do y'all know why we twist the ribbon even if you don't really have to or not? The reason we do that is because you're going to get a better fluff. So if your ribbon is going like this, okay, like you're going to get a pretty good fluff, right? But if you take it and you twist it, you get a better fluff. You see? So that's why we do that. We do it because it really helps that ribbon to get a bigger fluff. We are glad to be back. All right, so let's do the black. We're going to go a little smaller. So what this does when you go a little bit smaller is it makes it so that you can see kind of the ribbons underneath. It kind of stacks them. so that you can see what's underneath and what's on top. We don't really need that yet. And since we have so much ribbon, we might as well make it a pretty dandy bow, right? Yeah, this is our ribbon set this week, in case you're wondering. So yeah, it comes with 20 yards, which is way more than you need to make a bow, but you can use it to make several bows, or you can use it on a wreath with a small bow. Yeah, the bone is in our shop. It sure is. I believe it's under wreath enhancements, but we do have a link in the description on YouTube. Let's put one more red back up. Remember, we like that contrast. The other thing is, if you have that black against the black, then what's going to happen is it's almost going to bury it. So you're really not going to see it very well. So if you come back with a contrasted color, then you're going to see it a lot better. So this is our focal ribbon here, right? Our little doggy prints and bones. So we're going to bring this back up top. I like to do this when I really want to make sure that you see my focal ribbon. And when I say focal ribbon, all I mean is this is the ribbon that, you know, the whole project is based around. Okay. So we're going to put it on top. Now this is a pattern. It is a patterned ribbon. You know, we usually twist patterned ribbon. However, the pattern is straight down the middle. So when the pattern is like this and it's straight down the middle, yes, all of the ribbon is wired. You don't have to do that twist because it's going to be in the middle no matter which way you twist it. Yeah, so this is a 2.5 inch ribbon. This is a 2.5 inch ribbon. This is a 1.5, and this is a 1.5. So you get 5 yards of each, which really, to make a bow, you can make a bow with a lot less. You can see how much ribbon is left over. But you could make, we kind of try to do it so that you could make a couple of bows out of one of the bow sets. And we only use wired ribbon. There's a reason why we only use wired ribbon. Okay. So I'm going to take my zip tie. I just run it underneath one side, and then I can pull the whole thing out. It's very important that you reach down to the bottom to pull it out. Okay. And this is Easy Bow Maker that we used. Love that thing. The reason I like this one in particular, just in case you're wondering, it's really lightweight and it's not so big that I can't put it on my table. So I like that. All right, so there's our indention. You can see where our indention is. So we're going to hold it lightly on one side, pull that around, and start to tighten it. You just want to get it tight enough so that nothing's going to come out. And then I take that opportunity to move all of the tails forward, like this. We're actually going to put, let's see, we're going to get 2 more zip ties out. Instead of putting a pipe cleaner back here, we're going to put a zip tie. All right, so we're going to put a zip tie right back there underneath the zip tie we already have, and we're going to pull it as tight as we can possibly get it. If you have trouble, use pliers to tighten it. There's also a tool for tightening zip ties, but I can't think of what the tool is. Okay, so we're going to pull and twist. What this does is this gets it broken loose. So if you can see, right in here, it gets kind of stuck down in there because we just tightened it with that zip tie, and it kind of crunches it all together. So I call this breaking the bow. So if you hear us saying breaking the bow, that's what this is. And what you do is you pull and twist it back and forth, and it breaks it loose. That's why I call it breaking. Breaks it loose from that zip tie. Okay. You will sell more. Okay. So we're going to do that with each piece, and I like to go on one side and then do the other side. You always want to start at the bottom and work your way up. Okay, so you're going to do that with each piece. Some need a little bit more, so towards the back you really have to twist it a little bit more than the ones that you put in the front. If you see that it's not doing what you want it to, reach down there and just adjust it right there yourself. Okay, so you'll see I pull on my ribbons. I pull on them because I want them to go where I want them to go. See how pretty that looks? Look at that.
That's pretty.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, let's open y'all up a little. So now, I don't know what that was. Cable gun tightening. Thank you. We're just going to cut that piece off because we don't need it. We're also going to take the opportunity to do the tails, right? Oh, it's a stick. It's a stick from my last project. So ribbon without wire, you can use the same. However, what happens is that it kind of won't hold its shape over time. That's why you use the wired ribbon. Because let's say that you use this for a couple months and then you put it up and you want to bring it back out later. Well, something was sitting on top of it. If you don't have wired ribbon, you're not going to be able to bring it back. If you have wired ribbon, you're going to be able to fluff it out, and you'll be amazed what these things will fluff back out to. So that's the specific reason why we use the wired ribbon. You can do some things to the unwired ribbon that help, but it's kind of, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so then we're going to take this. So this is just a little greenery in our shop. Isn't it cute? Look at that. Look how cute that is. Might help if I was in the right place. So when you're doing a little thing like this, right? I mean, yeah. So you could do just a bow, right? And we could put the bow on the bottom so we can still see what it is. And that's super cute, right? Or we could put it on the side like that. It is super cute. But it looks even better if you put a little greenery behind it. I thought I would show y'all a cool trick. All right, so this is one bush, right? So this is what you call one bush. And it has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces on it. So what I'll do is I'll put 5 pieces on one side and 5 on the other, and I'm going to just fold it just like that. You see how I folded it? All right. Yeah, unwired ribbon gets floppy. It does. So I'll just kind of spread it out. Now normally I will kind of push my greenery kind of up. But with this, you want to make sure your greenery is kind of spread out. Because, yes, the bow is going to take up a lot of the room that's not shown, right? But it's not going to go all the way up here. So, you take this. You take this zip tie. You're going to put this zip tie around here. Then we're going to take this zip tie. So we got the zip ties going on. This zip tie is going to tie it to the bow. Look how cute that is. So this is what you would call swag, right? With the greenery out the side, with the bow in the center, this is your swag. So you could take just this and put it somewhere. You could put it, my shop is just shop hardworkingmom.com altogether. Shop hardworkingmom.com. Or, so you can just use this. You can put it on your mailbox. You can put it anywhere you want, right? It's really cute, right? Or you can put it, like if we put it up here in the top corner. Did I seriously put that zip tie in backwards? Yes, yes, ma'am, I did. It's okay, we can turn it. We can turn it, we can turn it. There, okay. So I can put it on the side. I can put it in the middle. Now if I put it in the middle, you're not going to see it. You can put it at the bottom. Let's see. Like this. So you would just put the zip tie through and put it right on the bottom. See how cute that is? Look at that.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
All right, I want to get it more in the center. So I'm going to just try to figure out where the center is. I'll put it to the center. Then I'm going to show you what we're going to do for a tie. All right. Pull that through. You could also just do the bow, or you could do a smaller bow. You can't get your bows to look this good. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It just takes practice. I've been doing it a long time. So, and I bet you they look a whole lot better than you think. Or it's probably something that's really small and easy to fix, like fluffing. Majority of the time, the problems that you encounter with making bows, it's generally something like you didn't fluff it enough, or when you were tying it, you didn't make sure that your tie was exactly in the middle, because if it's not exactly in the middle, what's going to happen is that you're going to have one side bigger than the other side. Look how cute that is. See, you can still see it's a bow. Trim that off. I always push the zip tie kind of up a little bit because you don't want it to scratch a door. Like that. There. See how cute? Now, for a tie, you could do several different things for the tie. You can do pipe printers, or my favorite thing is rustic wire. So rustic wire, lopsided bows aren't pretty, right? But I will tell you, everyone at some point makes lopsided bows. There are ways to fix it. So I'll just tell you a couple tricks to fix it. One thing you can do if you have a lopsided bow, let's say this bow loop is way larger than that bow loop. You can take a tiny little piece of a pipe cleaner and tie a little piece down inside there where you can't see it, and boom, that loop is fixed. So remember that next time you're struggling and you think you need to start over. You don't. Yours have a tendency to get unstacked. That's just a fluffing thing. So just go back and just fluff it a little bit more. Why do I feel like I'm missing a loop here? It's right there. Okay. Just go back and refluff it. You did bind. I love this bind wire. So this stuff, it's heavy duty wire, right? It's like 18 gauge. With wire, the lower the number, the thicker the wire. So like a 26 gauge wire would be a lot thinner than an 18 gauge wire. So you can see it's thick. So this is going to hold up pretty well. You never know what size to use. So if you're doing a small project, right, like a door hanger or something like that, then you're going to use 1.5 inch ribbon. If you're going a bigger project, then you can do kind of a combination of 2.5 and 1.5, or just 2.5. So a lot of times when I'm doing like a grapevine, I'll do like 1 2.5, 1 1.5, or I'll just do 1.5. There's really no rule, and there's really no thing that says you have to do that or you have to do this. So don't feel like there's some rule there that says that. So what you're going to do is take your bind wire and you're just going to put it through. So this has wire. This little thing is wired, and I'm just going to tuck it around. Right, like that. I'm kind of going through and coming back up and tucking it around that loop. See how easy that is? Let me show you something else. Because my mind's worried. Alright, so we've got this, right? So with something like this, it's a little bit bigger. However, there's a lot of blank space here, so it's a little bit easier to use bigger ribbon here. With one like this, right, I'm going to use a little bit smaller ribbon. So I might do like just these 3, right? So we'll do like black on the bottom. Okay. You see how with the wired ribbon you can pull it and you can get that nice little curl. So if you have unwired ribbon, you can't do that. Yes, you're going to be able to buy supplies at the meet and greet because we are stocking the shelves now, aren't we, Mom?
Yes.
Yes. So let's do like a 5, we'll do like a 5-inch loop, 5-inch. We'll just do a 3 2 1. So all that means is 3 loops, 2 loops, 1 loop, all at the same size. Or they can be different sizes. We just call it 3 2 1 because it's 3 loops, 2 loops, 1 loop. So if you hear people say 3 2 1 or 2 1 2 1 2 1, it just means the number of loops. So don't stress when you hear that. That's all they're talking about. It's the number of loops. So you can see you can get multiple bows out of this little kit here. These little kits. And I will tell you, people love bows. When we do this one big craft fair every year, and that's pretty much all I do for 4 or 5 days, is make one bow after another, after another, after another, after another. They'll come and say, "You're the bow lady?" Yep, I'm the bow lady. And some people will stand and watch while I make them. One of my best pieces of advice I can give you if you do a craft fair is to have something that you can do while you're there that will help bring people in, because it works really well. Alright, so you see how I spread it out? This really helps save time when you're doing that fluff at the end. So we will use this one. Yeah, antique wire. You can get antique wire, you can get it from Hobby Lobby, you can get it from Michael's, you can get it from Amazon. We're going to do this one a little bit smaller. I just like to have the bigger one a little bit smaller so it doesn't overwhelm the rest of the bow. And I made the tails a little bit shorter because we'll curl these tails up. All right. People love stuff like this. They come with a hanger on them, right? So this has a hanger on it. It's just a different type. And I even have black zip ties. So let's plop a black zip tie on there. Then we won't even see it. All right. So same thing. We're just going to go under one side. Get that started. Okay. Woo. I have a hair or something on the back of my arm. It's driving me nuts. All right. So you can see where the indention is, right? Right there. So you just want to run it around. The trick. The trick is to hold one side. Because I'm telling you, when you're moving that thing around, all the ribbons are like, woohoo, let's move. And you don't want them to move. You want them to stay. Are you laughing at me? She's laughing at me. It's true. That's what they say. They're like, let's go. All right. So you always want to make sure that's right in the middle. Okay. There we go. Pull it tight. We can take that one. Well, let's hold it for a second while we fluff. All right, so twist and pull. Yes, we would love to have you join us. My design group gets to see how I set up for all my events and all that, and my business group gets to see how I sell my products and stuff. You can join on YouTube or Facebook. So there it is. Look how cute that is. Just a little one.
I like it.
All right, we'll clip that one off. So see, this is much smaller. So you could put it kind of down at the bottom like this. This is probably what I would do. I would just take my zip tie and I would just poke it right through this fabric. It's not going to hurt it. And I would just tie it right here on the bottom. So you just take your zip tie. When you're doing something like this, make sure that the zip tie is on the inside. Yes, I'm going to do one of the wine bottles, I promised Denise. Well, maybe we'll do that next Tuesday. Because I have them here. So we'll do one. With the wine ribbon. Yep, that's exactly what you do. Same exact thing. And you know what? This is really simple. And people love simple. I mean, they're going to come in and, you know, you can see this on lots of different places, right? You could see it on a door. It could be on a hospital door. It could be on a child's door. It could be anywhere you want, really. In your bathroom, in your kitchen. You can hang it in your car if you want. Anywhere you want. See how we just curl up the little tails? So that's why we did that shorter. So see how now everything is the same length because we made this shorter because we curled up these tails. To curl up the tails, all you have to do is take your thumbs or your fingers and just kind of roll it up. But you want it to be loose. See how I can put my thumb in and out of that and then just gently pull it out. Like that. See? One bow set, 2 projects. I like it. You could also put a little bit of greenery in that if you wanted to. Like, see, we have that kind. This would look really cute. This is like eucalyptus. And you wouldn't need a ton. And you could just, one thing you can do is you can take the eucalyptus and cut it into pieces and then just glue it inside the bow. So what you do is you pull it up and you glue it right there in between the ribbon. And all of this ribbon goes outside. Anytime you get wired ribbon, it's going to be outside ribbon. The ribbon that doesn't have wire, it's iffy whether it's okay to outside or not. So, awesome. What'd you think? I think that's cute. See? Same theme, two different ways. Right? Isn't that cute? Let me see.
I like them both.
Yeah. I like this because it has the little chicken wire stuff in it. I just love that. And you could do the smaller bow like that. You could do a larger bow on here. I would say with the larger bows, you kind of want to do it where you can still see, you can still see this is a bone. So it's okay to do the larger bow on this. With this one, you kind of want to be careful not to do too big a bow because then you will miss the shape. So, awesome! I hope y'all liked it. Oh, and I've gotten a lot of messages that I have been slack in the kit area, and I'm sorry, I was trying to get the new thing set up, but I've created a lot of kits today. So I'll kind of show you. We got, this one is 4th of July. That one. So we're gonna, that one, oh my gosh, it was upside down. You're probably thinking, what's wrong with you? That's upside down. Okay. And then we have a strawberry. I like that one. That truck has the biggest strawberry ever in it. And a Mother's Day. This one is pink and silver. I really like that. So hopefully we'll get these listed this week. So we just have to get the ribbon cut up. All right. Awesome. Oh, and I need to go live and show y'all the warehouse because it looks completely different. Don't you think, Mom?
Yes, definitely.
It looks so cool. And I have to show you my new machine and the cool stuff it can do. We've been playing with it. It's fun. It was a little scary at first, but now it's fun. So, yeah. All right. Well, I hope y'all have a wonderful night. And, oh, you want to wait till I should get them. I can for sure get this listed tomorrow. But they'll be listed for sure this week. So, I just have to make sure that we've got at least some cut up, that we don't like people to have to wait a long time. Because that's no fun. Well, my goodness. That's not what I meant to do. I'm telling y'all, it's been the day. All right, well, I hope y'all have a wonderful time tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow at 8. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. I know, I love the pink kit. I've been waiting on it because I didn't want to do it too soon, but it's almost April now. Yes, you can order from anywhere. I'm good, how are you, Carol? All right, so I hope y'all have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And I'm not sure what we're going to do. We're going to do something fun. Okay, bye, y'all. Bye, Ma. Are the puppies in here? Oh, no, Bella is under my desk. She loves it under there. I don't know what it is, but